the channel. I hope you all enjoyed your Labor Day weekend. I know for some people today is your Monday, so I hope that you will be successful, and I hope that you have a very good start of your week. And for those who had to work yesterday on Labor Day, I know, man. I know. Sometimes you can't take any days off. I was working yesterday as well, working on my endeavors. Yes. Hey, ain't no excuses to get to the next level. That's what they say, right? Anyways, let's start talking about some of those trending hot topics. This is not only a channel for celebrities, but you could catch some other little things here and there, different little playlists that might have things that are not celebrity based. So I don't want you to think this is all about celebrities. It isn't. But let's talk about what happened over the weekend. Over the weekend, we had some birthdays to end our August. And one birthday that is being talked about a lot is going to be Brittany Mahomes. Brittany is, of course, the wife of Patrick Mahomes. And the new football season is about to start. And of course, we will be having some of those highlights. Not necessarily going to cover every bit of sports, but I will give you what is trending and what is being talked about the most. Like who's about to go to the Super Bowl, who might be doing the Super Bowl this year, and things of that nature. Because as you know, seasons come and go very fast, right? Also, Taylor Swift was a part of Brittany Mahomes' the Big 3-0 celebration, Nashville, Tennessee celebration. This has been the second time that we have seen Taylor Swift out and about since her engagement announcement to Travis Kelce. Now, Brittany and Taylor Swift have been friends ever since 2023, and they continue to show up for one another for birthdays and other celebrations. There is a friendship that is on the rocks for Taylor Swift, and that relationship is that of Blake Lively. We talked about the Blake Lively friendship as well, which is Taylor Swift got a song coming out on the Life of a Showgirl album that is going to be called Ruin the Friendship. So most of those think that that song is about her friendship that ended with Blake Lively. From my understanding, they have not been talking for months now. And also, when Taylor Swift released her announcement about her engagement, it didn't seem to be anything being said about Blake Lively. Blake Lively, of course, was in the middle or is in the middle of a trial with Justin Baldoni. And of course, she released some information that Taylor Swift did not feel comfortable with her releasing. So that is supposed to be the reason behind the rift that they got going on now. Not all friendships are good friendships, especially if you, man, listen, I could talk about that all day, but we're not here to talk about that. What we're here to talk about is the hot topics. So let's talk about reality TV versus AI reality. That is something that we talk about on the channel. AI is used on my platform. I do AI voiceovers, but my live stream is my actual voice. So we are tapping more into on the channel what is AI, how it's used, and how it's all just a form of entertainment. Now, it depends on who the viewer is. Some people might like AI, some people may not, but it's definitely not making people lazy. I don't think that at all, because I have far from that. Complicated might be another main. Listen, these videos don't get just produced. I know it says 2 minutes and 33 seconds, but it takes a lot of editing behind the scenes to make those videos happen. Now, some of them do have mistakes in them, but like they said, we're not on here to be perfect. Nothing is perfect to begin with. You even got some, commentators, news, whatever outlets that even are bigger, and they even make mistakes. So The main thing is to be authentic and to be yourself. Certain things are pronunciated a different way. I do understand that as well. I do try to catch those little things. But we're going to go over to the post section because this is going to be very important. Hey, it's somebody else who celebrated a birthday, Chris Tucker. Who remembers Chris Tucker, man? Chris Tucker. He did, from my understanding, step out of acting, and he has answered a different call. But Chris Tucker used to be the man. Yeah, he used to be the man, didn't he? I'm telling you, Chris Tucker at Rush Hour. Oh man, I can name so many Chris Tucker. Of course, Friday. A lot of people think that Friday, the first installment or the first one, is the best one, and most of them say that because it's Chris Tucker. Chris Tucker did celebrate his birthday with Usher Raymond. Yeah, so Chris Tucker did turn 57. He is almost 60 years old, still looking the same if you ask me. I guess it's all about how you take care of yourself. And we try to promote happiness on the channel. So a lot, you will see me always congratulate. You will always hear me say happy birthday to other people that are having birthdays this month. And if your birthday did just pass, happy birthday to you. He turned 57, and then Brittany Mahomes, she turned 30. So their birthday is on the same exact day from my understanding. Now, I did reword this. I do memes myself, actually. So I was big into making memes at one point in time. I like to joke around and have fun. So therefore, I don't mind, giving recognition where it's due. Sometimes I try to take something and add my own little recipe spice to it. Because like I said, you can get somebody's recipe, but that don't mean that it's not gonna end up in the same results. It's not going to be the same results. You're always supposed to be watching your channel. I constantly watch my channel all the time for things that I might not approve of. I seen that this was way even longer than this. I'm telling you, it had I could stroll 4 or 5 times up on this description. I would not ever, ever, ever use a description on my channel to be that lengthy. So to me, that was a red flag for me, because ain't no way I would have did that, number one. And then number two, I definitely want to use profanity. I've talked about profanity plenty of times on my channel. If it is on my channel, it is very slight. I would definitely not be using it in no title, and definitely not in no description or no thumbnail. No, absolutely not. So if you're watching my channel and you're trying to do something deceptive, good luck with that, because like I said, once you do things of that nature, that can cause for you to have come under a lawsuit as well. You got to protect your neck on here, and I do understand that. It's only a matter of time when you do stuff that karma is a very real thing. Shake my hand. People might not tell you how they feel about you, but they will always show you. So all those little you gotta watch them subliminal little and who they think they is. And yeah, girl, I guess you think your little channel. See, when they say little, all them little subliminals, all the little, what I want to say, body language, all of those things are important. So you gotta be careful about who you share your dreams with. Well, I guess if it's getting you money, then I pick up on all them little smart, little sideways comments. Because when I tell people about my channel, I done heard just about everything. That's why I keep my channel to myself. There is not one person that I have given my channel to that I know outside of the network that has ever showed up for me or my channel in good energy. Final answer. They have not hit the like button. They don't. And then you got to be careful of people that do those things, because still they might not be doing it with good intentions. You got to be careful when people say, you want me to help you? And then they want you to feel like it's because of them that you made it. No, baby, I ain't make it because of you. No. I give credit where it's due, but no. So please be careful. That I'm getting dozens of people taking my content, dozens, hundreds. It's unreal how many of those that I have. You got to pay attention to your copyrights, whether or not you decide to issue one for a channel or not. That is up to you, but you do have to remove those out of your studio, because if you do not remove them out of your studio, that can cost you your channel as well. New feature is being rolled out. We already talked about that. Where we're in right now is the post, POSTS, post section. This is where the community is supposed to be engaged, commenting, and this and that. As you can see, it's very dry, but I'm still standing. Also, I wanted you to be encouraged. That's what it says. Be encouraged. As you can see, some of this right here is dislikes. Dislikes do not stop a channel from getting recognized. It does not stop a channel from growing. It does not. So, I know you got a lot of people that say, hey, let me hit the dislike and let me hit the report and let me try to get them out of there. No. They are up to, they know it, all the tactics, and they are definitely trying to back their creators that are doing what they're supposed to do on the channel. Yesterday, I did wish everyone a happy Labor Day. Did anybody say anything? It was quiet as a mouse, but I hope you enjoyed it. Once again, this video is one of the highest videos on the channel. Oops, let me mute that out. That was Beavis and Butthead, of course. Beavis and Butthead joined the cast of Saturday Night Live. That was at the time one of the highest views of that season. And of course, I thought it was entertaining. This was just a preview to begin with. This was not me trying. Plus, first of all, you got to be careful with reusing people's contents. You can get a copyright. I'm not going to get my channel taken down just to try to. This belongs to, what does it say? SNL, right? So, I try to give credit to where credit is due, but I'm very careful about how I reuse content. When you reuse content, you're supposed to be reusing it, editing, and scripting, and making it your own. That is how channels survive. Not when you just using somebody's content, not giving them the proper recognition, and then number two, you're barely even in editing to begin with. You're taking the content, you're just writing words on it, or doing the least, you're still probably going to get a copyright. Final answer. The channel is now over 7 million views and counting. We have now hit a milestone of 7 million views on the channel. Thanks to everyone, and it's still climbing. This is even higher now than it was then. But I want to thank every single body who's ever liked a post, who's ever shared, who's ever did a remix, whoever donated through Cash App, Super Chat, Super Stickers. Thank you to everybody that have been a part of my success and who really did it from their heart. Because a lot of people that I have been dealing with, I do not feel that they were, in good energy at all. And they were trying to tell me, well, this is what I think you should do, and you need to do it like this. And that means that you're discrediting my creativity and what I want for my channel. This channel is not, a reflection of someone else, but it is a reflection of what viewers want. So I'm not going to base it on the opinion of just one person, especially if you're not. Well, I'm not even going to go into that. Let me just get out of that. But of course, like I said, well, baby, these right now can go all the way up to 10, and I have used all the way up to 10. So of course, all you got to do is do what I'm doing now, which is to swipe. And I will be using that more today as well. You can go all the way up to 10 on that. I think it's funny. I definitely think it's funny. I think that SNL is a very funny show. It has been around. It is about to go into the 51st season. And that season is about to start in, I want to say this fall. From my understanding, it's October. but you might want to look at the videos to see, because that was covered in the SNL playlist. As you can see right here, it's an SNL playlist. There is going to be spoofs on here, or stuff of impersonations where they're impersonating President Donald Trump. This is not a political channel, so no, I'm not here for you to talk about anything political, because you have the right to live and be as you choose. But of course, Donald Trump skits or spoofs is in high demand on SNL. They have been doing it since 1988. So that is a very long time. Donald Trump doesn't necessarily appreciate or want them to use him in that manner, because he feels as though they're making fun of him. But hey, you gotta know what come with it. You got to know what come with it. I mean, it's definitely a downside to being in the spotlight, because you know you got all these people that they always critiquing you, and most people that critique others, they not even critiquing themselves. And I want to say something that's very opinionated, but you can always tell who's miserable. And the saying, misery loves company. People that are happy people, they want to see you succeed. They congratulate you. They want to uplift you. If you got people around you that are not cheering for you, then maybe you need to get away from them people. It's not, hey, we're family. Just take it, suck it up. Yeah. Sometimes your family can be the worst ones, right? Right. So I'm not one of those people that think, we're family. We used to be friends. Yeah, the key word is used to be. Because a lot of times when you try to reroute a friendship or go back into a relationship, that don't always work out. Sometimes you realize, hey, now I remember why we stopped being friends. People are exit for a reason. X. What does exit start with? X, right? Right. And I'm not talking about relationship far as man and woman or dating wise. I am talking about whoever exits your life. Once you exit, bye. That doesn't mean you wish them bad. Not me anyway. I don't wish nobody bad. I wish some people would get it together. I do wish that. I don't never be wishing on nobody's downfall. Hey, if I can't do right by you, I'm going to leave you right there where you at. You ain't going to hear me talk about you behind. If I can't say it to you, I ain't going to say it about you. I don't do gossip. I don't do messy. And those are comments that I do not allow in my comment section. I have seen it, and that is not at all going to fly on my channel. Definitely not. You don't know me, and it's not good to judge a book by its cover. People hopefully are growing, changing, and getting better every single day. As you can see, I'm very passionate about certain topics when it comes to promoting yourself and being your biggest fan. Some people are good at being alone. Some people are better alone than by themselves. Some people don't need to be around others, because they don't know. They always feel like they in competition with you. I don't need nobody to think we're competing. No, I don't need nobody. I am on my channel trying to do my own thing, trying to get my own viewers, and trying to get my own engagement. I'm not looking for nobody else's. It's enough success out there for everyone. I don't know how you was raised, but I know one thing for sure. How you raised ain't got nothing to do with, if you grown and you of age to know better, then you should do better. Because that I was raised like this. No, that don't fly. No. No. You got your own personality, your own goals, and that's what they want you to do, is focus on your own. President Trump live reaction to Taylor Swift's engagement. He did get caught off guard, I want to say, because while he was in the middle of a press conference, the reporter stopped in the middle of that just to tell him about Taylor Swift's engagement. He did have something nice to say. He definitely had something nice to say, and that was good to see. So reactions are going viral all over platforms, and everywhere about Taylor Swift and Travis engagement. I did not want to just make my channel all about that because there is much more news than just political and all of that. I don't really try to do too much political commentary, but it is some on the channel. It's also a Taylor Swift playlist. And Taylor Swift, once again, does have an album coming up in October. We are in September, and October is right around the corner. So we are now at the end of another year. Man, listen, how was your 2025? I'm ready for a restart. I restart every day. I restart every day. I don't wait for a new year to restart. I don't wait for my birthday to restart. And please do not be clipping or screenshotting or screen recording any part of my stuff. I do not want that. And I'm so against that to begin with. And that's just me saying because I know what people are capable of. And then, they try to put you on their channel and they try to put you on somewhere else to exploit you. And that is, whoa, woo. Let's get off of that topic. But I'm just telling you, do not do it. I do not appreciate that at all. If you're on here for any kind of malice behavior, absolutely not. Prince Kate of Wales, she debuted a new look. Her look, she went from dark to light. So she did lighten her hair color up. Tiffany Haddish addressed rumors about having a baby with Justin Lee. So like I said, once again, it's not good to assume. Because as soon as she was posted beside Justin Lee with a baby, everybody wants to say, oh, she had a baby by him. Have a baby by me and become a millionaire. Hey. That's a song, but I'm always gonna put my personality into my live and just OMG because everybody, I guess you get this bandwagon. That's what I call people chasing clout, like Cardi B would say, because you don't know nothing about nothing, whether she had a baby by him or not. You're just putting stuff together on your channels, and you got to be careful because everybody's channel ain't doing commentary that may be factual news. And there is a disclaimer on my channel as well about that because you're supposed to be, if you think at any time that I'm saying something that is incorrect, then it's good to fact check. Do not assume that everything is factual or definitive news because it can have a flaw in it. Yep. But I do research all of my content, all of it. The verdict has been out on a few things, as you can see, 2 times, 3 times. Good grief. Everybody doing something they don't need to be doing, huh? Them 3 videos back to back about people doing stuff. So basically, they're supposed to stay in for the next 3 years. They can go back up for parole. Then this guy, he got out. Govin, he got out. They found him not guilty. And then Haley Bailey and DDG, they're under gag order because, once again, it is very illegal. I'm not a lawyer or a judge, but it's definitely illegal to run people's name down on the internet. Yes. So therefore, and Blake Lively, I think Blake Lively and Justin, they also have gag orders. So gag orders can happen because people don't know how to be quiet. You can't just talk about people, man. It can be illegal. Yes, it can. Mariah Carey shows fans she can walk on her own. They had this thing. Look at Mariah Carey. She walking so slow. She walking beside somebody. That's her choice to walk with someone. Most of the time she's walking with someone. But she definitely made sure to show you, hey, I can walk on my own. Because a lot of stuff ain't always factual news. So B2K and Kevin Hart, they tried the It Depends challenge. It is a whole lot of people doing that It Depends challenge by Chris Brown. This was not to compare the 2 people. This was not to compare the 3 people. This is to say that they put their own spin and their own versions of the dance together. That's what that is about. Not never in that title did it say who did it best. First of all, I don't believe in comparing people at all. Bruce Willis is experiencing a lot of problems with his health right now, and he was moved into a second home away from his children. They do come over, so it's good to watch this video because a lot of people are talking about Bruce Willis and the wife's decision to move him into a second home, and her saying that that was one of the hardest decisions that she ever had to make. I think a lot of people don't understand how hard it is to be a caregiver and to watch your loved one's health start to go down. He does have stages of dementia and he's starting to forget things. So I'm quite sure that his wife and they share children together. I am quite sure that that was a hard decision, and she did go on an interview with Diane Sawyer, to talk about that. Cardi B addressed pregnancy rumors. It has not been confirmed yet whether or not she is pregnant. She did use a caption on her Instagram or on social media. It might not have been necessarily Instagram, but Instagram seemed like that everybody's making their announcements through that or doing something there. I do not really be on that website too much. I try to stick to one website, and that is this one. Now, Northwest did get a piercing, and a lot of people are talking about that she is too young for that. She is very mature for her age, and different other commentary or comments about that. I just produce the videos. I'm not here to say whether I agree or disagree. My videos are not biased. My lives can be opinionated, but my videos are definitely not. Because I do understand that a lot of people feel that for the age of 12, that her behavior can be very questionable. And as I start to research more and more, how you let your kids act at a young age is going to set the stage for how they're going to act when they get older, you know. There is a lot of engagements going on right now. What else was I about to say? I do know Jennifer Lopez shared her son's voice, Max, his singing talents with the world. She did do that, and he is in her senior year. So she's just saying, man, how time fly. And yes, it do. Time flies so quickly. It can move very fast. Like I said, we're already at the end of a new year. 2026 is going to start to, get ready for winter. End of the year. The end of the year is right here. All knocking on the back door, front door is here. Yes, it is here. We are days away from autumn or fall. Days away from that. Lil Nas X is facing charges for his ordeal with his boots on the ground. Hey, I had to make that my own little twist with that because I find the boots on the ground dance challenge very entertaining as well. I have did that dance challenge and I love to dance and I had a lot of fun doing it. Sometimes I try to act like I don't know how to dance, but anybody that know me know. Hey, that's one thing. I'm very talented. Don't let me fool you, baby. Cause sometimes I don't let everybody know everything. You can't show nobody your hand. You just can't. People are not real no more, man. And that's my personal opinion. That is my personal opinion. French Montana's ring. He is engaged to the Princess of Dubai. He has been in Dubai for a while now. So he is engaged, and that ring is estimated to be $1.1 million. Whoa, baby. Some of these engagement rings is up there. Up there. And then we also have a video out about, not to compare people, but of course the list of who had rings that were massive. Like some are past and some are present. There's going to be Elizabeth Taylor. Oh my goodness, it's too many to name. But the ones that are at the top, that is also covered in these videos right here. Now, which one it is, I probably could point it out, but that's not going to be important. You are supposed to be watching the videos from the beginning to the end. If you're not watching the videos from the beginning to the end, then you're not going to be able to pick up all of what the commentary or the video is about to begin with. Yep, you're not. So this right here, it says billionaires are starting to invest in field AI robotics. The beginning of this video talks about the AI robotics that have been around in companies for a while. This ain't nothing that just started yesterday. You know, they're in plenty of industries, top name industries. And then at the end of this, it's going to show Bezos and his newly wife, Lauren, because they were spotted out. But of course, he did recently, Jeff's mother did recently pass away. Yes, she did. Rihanna's father recently passed away. So if you're dealing with the loss of a family member, my condolences. I definitely send out my condolences to you. There are some new playlists that are now on the channel. Of course, football season is starting. So I did do a Kansas City Chiefs, the Dynasty, because that's what they call it. They are, they have won back-to-back Super Bowl rings. No, they did not win last year. The title went to Philadelphia Eagles, but they do have a Kansas City Chiefs. The Kingdom is out or has stopped, but that is covered as well. And that is also a part of the thumbnail. Yes, I have not watched it. Am I a fan of Kansas City Chiefs? I might listen. I'm not into football like I used to be, and that's personal. But no, I'm not. I'm not into football at all like I used to be. So many reasons behind that. Not because my team ain't good, but let me tell you something, baby. I'm always gonna love my team. Hey, I'm always loyal. I don't switch up. That's one thing I don't do. But am I watching football like I used to? No. No, I'm not. Final answer. There is a Little Nas playlist that is semi-new. Cardi B playlist. Denzel Washington playlist. These playlists are made due to the amount of likes and engagement on the channel. Mariah Carey playlist. This is going to be her during Christmas time. You know she has it. She sings during Christmas. Her Christmas album is one of the highest Christmas albums. Cher has a Christmas album for those who are getting ready for Christmas. I know it's that time of year again. Some people, wait until the end of the year to do Christmas. Some people wait for the last minute to do Christmas. And some people do Christmas all year round. But however you do it, I hope you do have a good holiday. I'm not going anywhere, hopefully. And of course, I do Christmas on the channel. Sometimes I open my gifts on here when I do get them. I had so many gifts and so many cards. One year that I just felt like I was Santa Claus. I really did. And that live video is on the channel as well. I mean, I couldn't believe it. That was the best Christmas I probably ever had. And that was a recent Christmas. It wasn't too many years ago. And I'm very appreciative of that people would take their time out to love on me like that is amazing. Love is a beautiful thing. And they said now that Taylor Swift is getting married and so many people are getting married that now, everybody, can trust and love again. Hey, love is not the problem. It's about who you love. Who you love. Love is a choice. If people are not doing right by you, you can't say love is bad. No. That's why you can't say AI is bad. If you're using AI in a deceptive way and you're altering your material without flagging or letting people know, that is deceptive. That's what makes it bad. And it doesn't make AI bad. It makes the creator that's not telling people that they're using it. That's what makes it bad. And that can get you removed off the platform. Zendaya and Tom Holland. Oh, it's gonna be so many weddings. 2026 is just gonna be weddings after weddings after, and you get married and you get married. Yeah, I'll be so happy. I'm so happy to see other people happy. It make me happy like it's my own day. Rihanna, Rihanna. So these are the playlists that we're looking at now. We had a lot of people say they were from the 90s when I did my poll, but I made a playlist for those people, but I don't even think it has not a single view. Let's look at that. Yep, zero. That's why I tell you, some people that come on your channel and tell you to do this or do that, them people, man, they don't be nowhere around. Sometimes people tell you something just to discourage you. You gotta have a ability to know who is being real with you and who ain't. Beyonce children. This is the children's playlist. This is going to be anything from cartoons to animations to some celebrity kids, celebrity children, if that's the word you want me to use. Taylor Swift, anything pop rock. That's not hip hop or R&B is going to be in this, which includes country. I am a country music fan. I'm not. Hey, that's this. Let me see. And then country and rap is good because I like Jelly Roll. So, like I said, I'm a big fan of country music. I'm not even gonna cap about it. That was like one of the first things that I ever listened to besides for rap was country. Yes. So I listen to different music. I don't listen to just rap and R&B and no. I am very I'm expanded on that level. K-pop. Now I haven't really listened to too much K-pop, have I? I don't know. But I do have K-pop on the channel that was asked for and I delivered. Meet the Beavers is one playlist, and then we have Haley Holly's from Haley Bailey to Eminem's daughter. Anybody with that name is going to be in this playlist. So it's not just who's covered on the thumbnail there. My channel does have a description for the playlist, so you'll know what the playlist is about. I did notice a misspelling. Don't know how that was. No, I didn't do it, but I did go back and correct it. I have a big pet peeve about misspelling, but we talked about that on numerous lives. I do not like misspelling at all. People that do THERE instead of THEIR, those are two different theirs, Ugh. Pet peeve for me. Definitely. Definitely. You got all these people in the comment section trying to tell you this or that, and they don't even be spelling something right. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not even going to correct you. I'm just, please stop. Are you smarter than a fifth grader? And I'm just playing. I feel like, everybody doesn't learn at the same capacity. So I'm not downplaying anybody that cannot. But I'm just saying personally for myself, that is a big pet peeve of mine. If you misspell something while you talking to me or typing, I'm probably not even gonna read it. I'm probably not even gonna read it. I'm not even gonna cap about it. And then don't send me no paragraphs because I'm not gonna read that either. When I send out them little things and y'all be trying to send me the email and y'all want to do all this negative and paragraphs, I don't read it. I'm gonna block you. I'm just being honest. I am being totally honest. For real. I don't have time for that. Anything health related. So John Cena did admit to having skin cancer more than once. It's another celebrity that recently had a diagnosis with skin cancer as well. So please don't think at any point in time that you should not be protecting your skin. Your skin is going to be something that you're going to have for the rest of your life. So that is important. Regardless of what age you are, hey, you got to protect. They make it for a reason. As cancer is a big thing, and man, I could talk about that as well. I've had some. Whew, I'm gonna get off that topic, but then it's something right here about crime news as well. And I'm not a lawyer, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nurse. Let's go into that description. I feel like that is much needed at this time because a lot of you probably say, why is this so opinionated? This ain't got nothing to do with. First of all, if you were speaking live or engaging live, then of course that would make the live run a different way. Right now, I'm just talking about what's on the channel because I don't have anybody that's watching engaged, and then I don't take negative comments to begin with. So, hey, we ain't gonna even worry about it. I'd rather have no comments than somebody trying to say something negative. That's not gonna fly with me. Now, the disclaimers that I'm going to talk about is the content presented in our videos is intently solely for entertainment purpose only. While drawing upon facts, fiction, rumors, viewers should not interpret any of the information as factual or definitive news. I am rushing through that. Videos are edited using AI scripting. Live streams are my actual voice. Live streams can be opinionated but are not here to criticize viewers, subscribers, or the platform. It's just that I'm a very truthful person. Let's talk and more footage, couples, crime, comedy, news, music, podcasts. Yes, I have did numerous of podcasts. Yes, I love podcasts because they found me. I did not find them. They said, hey, would you like to speak on my channel? I said, sure, why not? I call that networking. The latest information on hot topics. There is my Cash App on the channel. Thank you for all your views. Thank you for all your likes. Thank you for all your time. And see you on the next one.